Hi guys, welcome. My name's Dom and we're going to begin a 7-class series of Hatha Yoga based on the 7 chakra system. And the chakras are the energy centers of the body. We have 7 of them in this traditional Hatha system. And we're going to begin at the base, and the base being the root, the support, and in Sanskrit that is known as Muladhara Chakra. Mul means root and Adhara translates as support. As we progress through the 7 classes, we'll move up through Svadhisthana at the navel, Manipura at the solar plexus, and Hatha at the heart space, Shuddha at the throat, Agnya Chakra at the 3rd eye, and Sadhasara at the crown. They will all be to come later. So we will begin right at the base of our body, and traditionally Muladhara Chakra, it has 4 petals to its lotus when we see it in its yantra form, in its illustrated form. So this is very much to do with stability, like the 4 corners of a house or the 4 legs on a table, also our 2 hands and 2 feet when we're in certain asana. It's about our ability to ground, to look after ourselves, our bodies, our situations on this 3D plane of the world, our finances, our relationships, etc. Making sure we have a roof over our head, food on the table, and all the support and love that we need. Okay, so to begin, I invite you to close your eyes and to start to connect with your breath to the base of your body. It resides right at the tailbone, the last part of the spine. And perhaps you can start to draw a deeper breath in all the way down the spine to the base. You may feel your sit bones on the floor or on a block if you're sitting on a block. You may also feel your perineum, the very base of your body, on the floor as well. So just taking your time to get acquainted with this part of your body. How does it feel for you? What kind of sensations are here as you breathe? Remembering there is no right or wrong experience to have, just noticing and letting it be as it is. We're not here to alter anything. We're not here to change or make ourselves better. We're simply exploring what is. As you breathe here, perhaps you could start to see a red light. The color of Muladhara is red, like the core of the earth, and the element for Muladhara Chakra is the earth. So maybe a red shimmering light just starting to glow at the base of your body. And allowing this to expand out into the pelvis, into the legs and feet. Muladhara is all about the lower half of our body, our processes of elimination, the energy of apana, the downward movement of prana. And as you breathe here, perhaps you can start to feel that light expanding out and down into the earth like roots or cords connecting you to this very earth that we live upon, this living, breathing, healing planet, the earth that has provided us with our bodies, with our homes, with our transport, with our loved ones. Allowing yourself to connect into her. Perhaps seeing these cords, these roots moving down through the soil, through the crust, through all the minerals, through the deep core, all the way to the very center, to connecting your light of Muladhara Chakra into the red light of the earth, one and the same. Feeling that stability in your base. Knowing this is your home. feeling of safety, of certainty, of warmth, of being at home within your body and on this planet. Breathing that earth energy up through your cords, through your roots, up into your body. Allowing it to rise from the base, through the navel, through the diaphragm, right up into your heart. Connecting our heart energies to our earth energies. So you may walk this earth with compassion, and love with understanding. Receiving any messages here from the earth. This is a way of self-sourcing, of grounding, of reconnecting. Keeping this central channel, Sushumna, open from the heart to the base of your body. Allowing that breath to breathe the energy up from the earth to the heart and back from the heart to the earth. Just a few more times, inhaling up, exhaling down, letting all the energy from your body drop into the earth, any tension. And again, inhaling up into the heart, drawing that earth energy up and exhaling, giving the earth back anything that no longer serves you. One more time, inhaling that earth energy up, exhaling, letting it all go. Well done. Okay. We're going to come to connect into Muladhara Chakra through sound. So we're going to use what's known as the Bija mantra, the seed mantra, to activate and balance Muladhara. Now you can just come and place one hand in front and one hand in the back to help you keep your focus right on the root. Or if it's okay for you, you could place one and both hands underneath, one through the front, one through the back. So you're literally sitting with your fingers on your perineum and on your tailbone. So you're really connected into Muladhara Chakra. Okay. So we're going to use the seed sound of Lam, L-A-M, and we're going to chant it 3 times, which is in the same rhythm or melody, if you like, as we would chant Om, the sacred sound of Om. So when we're ready, we'll inhale to exhale, and then we'll inhale and chant 3 times together. Taking your first inhale to exhale, sighing it out, and then inhale to begin. La. Breathing the vibration of this mantra right into the base, the root chakra. When you're ready, if you're sitting on your hands, you can release them. We're going to take Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, so we're working with these subtle body practices of mantra and mudra. So just tuning into those more quiet, subtle sensations that we'll feel through the hands and maybe around the edges of the body, the skin. Bringing your left hand down into your lap to face up like a bowl, mirrors the bowl of the pelvis, this very receiving energy, like a chalice. And then we're going to take our right hand and we're going to connect our right fingertips to the earth. If it's hard for you to connect your hand in front, you can always connect it to you by the side, that's okay. Good. And just taking a few breaths here, letting your breath once again move down into the base of the body, connecting to the sensation in your left hand, that subtle movement of prana, life force energy. And when you're ready, shifting your awareness into your right hand that is now connecting with the energy of the earth, of Gaia, of Pachamama. Just taking your time to cultivate your own relationship here with her. We're going to come to invoke the deity of Ganesh, the elephant-headed god, who resides in the root chakra and is all to do with removing obstacles, as always, internal obstacles of emotions, patterns, thought forms, conditioning, and external obstacles, whatever is happening in your life that you need help with. You can send this mantra to yourself. You could also send it to a loved one or a situation that needs help right now. So the mantra we're going to work with is Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha is Ganesh, and Sharanam means to take refuge in, so we're calling him in, asking for his protection. So it's a very simple tune, we'll chant it maybe 3 or 4 times. So it just goes like this. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. A few more times together. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Ganesha Sharanam, Sharanam Ganesha. Breathing this mantra, this vibration into your physical and energetic body, into this sphere, this space of your practice. When you're ready, releasing your hands, bringing them into anjali mudra, this touchstone of reverence, and we'll bring it to the heart and bowing our heads to our hearts, to the start of our practice and what's to come, to our teachers and our teachers' teachers. Namaste and welcome. Please slowly bring your way into a child's pose. So finding your way down. You can rest your hands out in front, your knees as wide as your mat, big toes together, sinking your seat back towards your heels. And if you need to take anything underneath your forehead, please do. You can place a block, a pillow, a blanket as you wish. And for now, we'll keep our arms out in front and we're gently going to root our hands down and forwards into the mat. Sit bones back, and we're going to start to breathe with this ujjayi breath, this victorious breath, all the way down through the back body to Muladhara, the root chakra. We're opening up the central channel of Sushumna. We're letting the body expand, drawing in fresh prana. We're connecting our mind stable before the practice. A couple more breaths here in your own time. And then when you're ready, you're going to rise up onto all fours. Good. Finding your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Taking the tops of your feet to the floor. Noticing the stability of the floor here. That we have the wrists to the knees, and then we also have the floor of the knees to the feet. We're going to inhale, we're going to draw the shoulders back, we're going to look up towards the ceiling, releasing the belly towards the earth, and we're going to exhale, we're going to draw the navel in, tucking your chin into your chest, really rooting your hands down, pushing the tops of the feet into the floor, drawing the belly and the lower ribs in. Again, inhaling, coming into your cow pose. And as you exhale, activating Hasta Bandha, the bandha in the hands, coming into your cat pose. And the more we push into the earth, the more the earth rebounds up into us, getting this sensation of lifting, of rounding through the spine. Coming into the extension of the spine, opening the heart, drawing the shoulders back, and rounding into the flexion of the spine. Just a few more times like this. Inhale. To exhale. Inhale. To exhale. Yeah. One more. Keep your focus on your tailbone, perhaps moving from your tailbone. Keep your awareness in the base of your body, Muladhara Chakra, the root support system. And then inhale back into a neutral spine. Please tuck your toes, just take your hands out a little further in front. Come to wrap your elbows towards each other. So the fleshy part of the elbow will face forward. This externally rotates our shoulder and gives us more space between the ear and the shoulder here. Good. Tuck your toes and then come and lift your seat high. And you're welcome to start to walk your legs out a little bit. We had a good 10 minutes of sitting at the start of class, so allow your legs to walk out, let the muscles open, the blood flow return. And then I invite you to keep nice bent knees, heels high just for now. Wrap your elbows in and melt your heart towards your thighs. Lift your sit bones high. Relax the head of the neck and take a few breaths here. Downward facing dog. Easy version, focusing on lengthening the spine to begin with. When you're ready, inhale, roll forwards into your high plank, tuck your tailbone under, heels back, navel in, ribs in. And again, we're really pushing down through the hands. Inhale, or exhale and come back into downward facing. Do this a few more times. We're going to start to create some heat in the body. Inhale, rolling yourself forward, tailbone under, navel in, push down through your hands. Exhale, pushing back. And again, inhale, roll forwards, exhaling, pushing back. Please come and step your left foot more towards the center of your mat. Inhale, your right leg up and back, internally rotate through your thigh, push out through the ball of the feet, spread the toes, allow your left heel to root into the earth. And then exhale, draw your knee to your nose and round your spine. Inhale, up and back. Internally rotate thigh, point out through ball of the foot. Exhale, right knee to right upper arm. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right knee across the body, left upper arm. Inhale, up and back, and exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Good. If your legs are starting to open a little bit, you can start to release your heels towards the earth. Internally rotating your thighs, keeping length in your spine. Step your right foot to center. Inhale, left leg up and back, internally rotate thigh, push out through ball of foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left knee, left upper arm. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left knee, right upper arm. Inhale, up and back. Exhale. Downward facing. Again, you can keep bent knees or you can start to strain your legs a little more depending on how your lumbar spine, your lower back feels. If it's very rounded, bend your knees more. Breathing here, bring your awareness back into Muladhara, your root chakra, allowing the breath to move in and out through the base of the body. Inhale, roll yourself forwards. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, rise up, upward facing. Root your feet into the floor, lift your thigh muscles, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, push back, downward facing. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, roll forwards, high plank. Exhale, lower yourself slowly all the way to the earth. Keep your hands by your chest. Draw your legs together. Root the tops of your feet into the floor. Lift your thigh muscles. Bring your forehead to the earth. Roll your shoulder heads away from each other. Inhale, rise yourself up into a cobra. Good. Hug your heart through. Take your tongue into the roof of your mouth and take a couple of breaths here. Exhale, come down. Push back. Rise up. Downward facing dog. Remember, your thighs are internally rotating. Your arms are externally rotating. Your heart is melting towards your knees. For when you're ready, inhale, look forward. Step your right foot and then step your left foot. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Again, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, push through your feet, roll your spine up. One vertebra at a time. Good, maybe just give your shoulders a little roll and give your body a bit of a shake here. Nice. Okay, we're going to come up to the front. If we're not warm already, we will be after this. We're going to just do a few rounds of Surya Namaskara A, bringing that warmth, that sunlight into the body, but also activating that light within to shine out into the world. Really rooting your feet, gently internally rotating your thighs. Inhale your arms out wide, the wings of your heart. Exhale, gather all that energy into your heart and offer yourself up to the sky, separating your hands, making a little baby back bend. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Uttanasana, release the head and the neck. And inhale and step your right foot to the back of your mat. Your right knee will come to the floor. Your fingertips will stay on the floor. You'll roll your shoulders back, let your groins move forward and open the heart space. Place your hands flat, hold all the breath in your body and step back, plank pose. Exhale, either knees, chest, chin, so you'll untuck your tailbone. Seat will come high and your chest will come to the floor. If this is too much for your back, you can just come flat to the floor, absolutely fine. Wherever you are, pubic bone comes to the floor, push the tops of the feet into the earth. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, rise up, cobra pose. Exhale, push back, legs and feet stay together. So like down dog, but the legs, the base, the body is closed. And we root the heels towards the earth. Inhale, step your right foot forward, left knee on the floor, fingertips on the floor, lift the heart. Exhale, Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale, navel to spine, release your sit bones back, arms by ears, rise up nice and strong, internally rotate your thighs, lift your thigh muscle, little back bend, and exhale, bring your hands down. I'm going to do the other side. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, hands together in prayer, anjali mudra. Inhale, give the heart energy up as you root your feet down, and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, your left foot back, left knee to the floor, lift heart, draw shoulder heads back. Hold breath in, step back, plank pose. Exhale, flat to the floor or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, pubic bones to the floor, legs together, root tops of feet into the floor, roll shoulder heads back. Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, rise up, mountain pose. Inhale, step left foot forward, right knee to the floor, lift heart. Exhale, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, push through feet, rise up, strong core, engage thighs, gently engage glutes. And exhale, bring your hands down. We'll do one more round, just the same. So full inhale, exhale to heart. Inhale to right. Exhale to forward. Inhale, step right foot back. Lift heart. Hold into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or flat to the floor as you wish. Inhale, rise up, cobra pose. Exhale, push back. Mountain pose, legs and feet together. Inhale, step forward. Right foot, left knee on the floor, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold, legs together, Uttanasana. Inhale, navel to spine, arms by ears, rise up strong. Internally rotate thighs to protect the lower back. Exhale, bring hands down. Last side, inhale wide. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring all that sky energy down to the earth. Release the head and neck. Inhale, step your left foot back. Left knee on the floor, lift heart. Place your hands on the earth, Hasta Bandha. Root your hands down as you step back into your plank pose, nice and strong. Exhale, flat or knees, chest, chin, coming towards the earth. Inhale, Bhujangasana, opening the heart, raising it up towards the sky. And exhale, push back, mountain pose. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Right knee on the earth. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, navel to spine. Last time, reach and rise. Engage your leg muscles. Gently turn your glutes on. Little back bend. And exhale. Bring your hands down by your sides. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Tadasana. Good. Here, gently lift your thigh muscles. So you'll see there's a slight lifting of the kneecaps, which means we can roll the shoulders back and the upper body can be relaxed. The lower body is engaged, the tailbone's under, the navel is in. Closing the eyes. See if you can start to lengthen your exhale. Perhaps making it almost twice as long as your inhale. One more time. Very good. Come and bring your feet together once again at the top of your mat. Right. Inhale, draw your arms up, spread your fingers wide, tuck your tailbone under, draw your lower ribs in, and then exhale, release your tailbone, root your sit bones back, root your thigh bones back, bend your knees if you need to, if your hamstrings are feeling tight today. Release yourself all the way down into Uttanasana. Inhale up, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, shoulders back, nice flat back, best as you can. And then exhale, place your hands down, step yourself back, downward facing dog. Good, rooting these four corners like the four petals of the lotus of Muladhara, internally rotating your thighs, and then grounding your hands down and forward as you root your feet back in space. Good, feeling this stability. The energy can flow in both directions, from the pelvis, through the torso and the hands to the earth, and through the legs and the feet to the earth. Moving us in two directions, bringing fresh energy and rejuvenation to our practice. One more breath. Inhale, please step your right foot forward to come into lizard pose. Draw your shoulders back. See if you can hug your inner right groin and your inner left groin together. Root your left heel back. And just gently rock forwards and backwards here. Nice long spine, breathing from pubic bone to collarbone, front of the body is long. When you're ready, you can inhale and then exhale, perhaps shift your weight backwards a little bit, lifting your right toes up off the floor to open up into that right hamstring and right calf. Inhaling, coming forwards. Exhaling, maybe come onto your fingertips to do this, to rock back. Just doing it as best as you can. A few more times. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Good. Coming back to lizard.
Push back, downward facing dog. Find those four corners. Find your stability once again. Gently turn your armpits in towards your heart, shoulders away from ears. See if you can find length in your sit bones and your tailbone. Inhale, step your left foot forward, lizard pose. Rooting your hands down to the earth, rooting your right heel back, shoulders back, crown of the head long. Squeeze your inner groins together to find more length in the spine, turning the abductor muscles on. Navel in, breathing from pubic bone to collarbones. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, gently rock the weight back. Maybe your left toes lift up and you come onto your fingertips to open the back of that left leg. And then inhale, come back forwards into your lizard. A few more times. Work with your rhythm. Let your body open in its own way. Treating yourself with kindness, with softness. There's no comparison to be made. Doing what you need to do to nurture yourself here today. Back into lizard pose. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Okay. Finding these four corners, the roots, the base of your being, your stability to be able to express yourself, move in any direction you wish, open your heart, allow your voice to expand, to know yourself and to connect to source. We need a firm base, stable base. Okay, once more. Inhale, step your right foot forward. We're going to come back into lizard pose. I give you the option now to perhaps come deeper if it feels good for you onto your forearms. You do not have to. You can stay on your hands. So up to you. Hug your right knee in, left heel back. Groins are squeezed together, abductor muscles are on. When you're ready, come to your left forearm or your left hand. Bring your right hand onto your right knee, roll onto the outside of your right foot. Hug your right heel back, so you have this motion happening. You notice how my chest lifts here, so I can roll my right shoulder over my left more. And then inhale my right arm up, keep rooting your left heel back. If you want to take it further, internally rotate your right arm. Reach around to the front of your left hip and breathe here. Squeeze your right and your left foot together to have more length in your spine, looking up to the sky. Really good. Inhale your right arm back up. Exhale, coming back into lizard. Come and release your left knee to the floor and untuck your left toes. Just take a little breather here. We've been working hard. Now again, you have the option to stay up on your hands or to come down deeper. Good, no one is better. Just do what you need to. Roll your right foot out so it's on its edge. That means that we've really rotated the thigh and the thigh bone to come deeper into the hip joint. Good. Place your left forearm or left hand firmly to the floor. Bring your right hand to your right knee. Open yourself out here. Lift your right arm back into this twist, hugging your right heel and your left knee together. Bend at your left knee and reach around for your left foot. Now we're going to squeeze it in towards the glute to lift and open the heart. Squeeze your left knee and your right foot together, left heel towards your left buttock, and breathe here. It's a big opening pose from the base of the body through to the crown of the head. Ready, exhale, gently release your left foot, tuck your left toes, come back up onto your hands if you're not already. Step yourself back, downward facing dog. Breathing here, rooting through hands and feet. Bringing that red shimmering light of Muladhara Chakra from your base all the way up your spine through the crown of your head, bringing that stability, that knowing, through your whole being, your whole body. Okay, inhale, left side. coming forward. Lizard pose, right heel rooting back, shoulders back, heart is lifted. You can stay here. You can also come down deeper. Your choice. Coming to your right hand or your right forearm, left hand to left knee, rolling onto the outer edge of your left foot. And by rolling onto the outer edge, you'll feel how you can draw your left thigh bone into the hip joint. Now squeeze your right and your left inner groins together. Inhale, your left arm up. Maybe you want to take it further, internally rotate, bring your left hand to your right hip. Go ahead and keep squeezing your inner groins together to keep lift through your heart. Good, inhale, rise up the hand. Exhale, release. And come and place your right knee on the floor, release your right toes. Take a little breather. You know what's coming, so just taking your time to set up. When you're ready, you're either going to choose to be up on your hands, you're going to roll onto the outer edge of that left foot, or you're going to come down onto your right forearm. Good. Now you're going to take your left hand to your left knee. Now squeeze your left heel and your right knee towards each other, so they're moving together, creating this tension which helps to turn the abductors on. Good. Now if and when you're ready, inhale your left arm up. Then you're going to bend at your right knee. You're going to find your right foot. You're going to squeeze your right heel towards your right buttock, and then keep squeezing that left heel back to roll your left shoulder open over your right, lifting through the sternum, lifting through the lower ribs, and breathe here. Big opening pose. When you're ready, inhale, look forwards, exhale, release your back leg gently. Find your way back onto both hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Finding that stability of the floor, finding your connection to the base of your spine. And then exhale, place your knees on the floor and come down into child's pose. Keep your arms active, connecting the mind through the portal of the third eye between the eyebrows to the energies of the earth. Breathing in from this space between your eyebrows all the way down your spine to Muladhara Chakra, connecting you from top to bottom to the energy of Pachamama, Mother Tierra, Mother Earth, Gaia, however you wish to describe her. Okay, and rise ourselves onto all fours. Gonna come back to down dog. Take a breath here. When you're ready, step your feet halfway up your mat and then root your sit bones back. So it's almost like we're coming into Malasana, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to reach our fingertips forward. We're going to root our sit bones back, and we're coming into this monkey squat. So even here, gently squeeze your abductors on, which is the inner groins towards each other. Draw your navel in and breathe all the way through your lower back, right into your base. And as much as you root yourself back, weight in your heels, you're also reaching your fingers forward to create a lot of space in the back and the side body. A few breaths together. Good. When you're ready, walk your hands back. Start to straighten your legs, heel toe your feet, hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Remember, your hands can be on your shins here as well. And then exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Let's do this 2 more times, nice for the back. Inhale, lift and lengthen, hands to your shins. Exhale and fold. Lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Then tuck your tailbone, root through your feet. Inhale. and rise yourself up. Well done, you're doing really well. Good, we're going to come to what's called a Ganesha squat, and this is really good for removing any obstacles in our life. So you can start to bring to mind anything in your life that is stuck or troubling you. Again, internal, external, in a relationship, emotional, whatever is going on for you. So we're going to bring our feet just a little bit wider than our hips. We're going to turn our toes out. We're going to inhale our hands up by our shoulders through our nose. And then we're going to exhale out through our mouth as we squat and move our hands forward. So it's like this. So you inhale, bring that energy up and in, this energy of Ganesh to remove obstacles. And as you exhale, you can push through, push away any obstacles in your life or in someone else's, whatever is calling you today, and come down. So we'll do it together. Inhale and exhale. In, let it go. Move that energy out of your body, out of your system, out of somebody else's life, out of a situation, whatever it is, a few more times. Feel that prana leaving out through your hands. Last few. Good. Inhale, rise yourself up and give yourself a shake off. This can be a very powerful exercise, just letting it go. And then we're going to find our way with our feet wide on our mat for Prasarta Padottanasana. Good, so I always like to do this and encourage you to come in with slightly bent knees, slightly pigeon toe your toes in a little bit. Good, and then bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, hearts open, collarbones are wide. Good, take a nice big inhale here. Use your fingers on your hip bones to gently guide them back, sticking your bum out, meaning you have a nice long flat back. Good, coming all the way down to halfway. Release your hands in front of you. Inhale, lift, shoulders back, space around your ears. And then exhale, folding yourself down. You can keep your hands underneath your head if you wish, or if you have the space, you can walk your wrists back in line with your heels. And now again, I encourage you to keep a little softness if you don't have so much access to your hamstrings. But even with your knees bent, you can gently lift your sit bones towards the sky, crown of the head towards the floor, and breathe. Breathing all the way into the perineum. Getting open and acquainted with the base of your body. Now, if you have the room, you could start to lift up through the kneecaps, turning the thigh muscles on, gripping the muscles on the sides of the hips to release the lower spine a little bit more. When you're ready, inhale. Bring your hands under your face, halfway lift. And we're going to come into Prasarta Padagustasana. So Padagustasana is the one where we take the fingers around the big toes, creating this lock right down into the earth, and we can root our big toes into our fingers. And I like to press the thumb into the earth as well, just get really grounded. So we're going to do this on both sides. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your shoulders back, sit bones back, nice flat back, crown of the head long. And just like we did before, exhale. Remember, you can keep a softness in your knees so that you can lift your sit bones and release your lower back more. And then let your elbows come out like a box. And now it's good to notice here, are your shoulders hunched around your ears? Can you release your shoulders away from your ears, your shoulder blades down the back of your rib cage? Yeah, releasing the crown of the head to the earth and breathe fully. Again, if you have the capacity, if you can, gently lifting the muscles above the kneecaps, good, turning the thigh muscles on, gripping the muscles at the sides of the hips so the legs are super activated, drawing all this energy up from the earth. And we breathe. for inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands out in front. Inhale, look forwards. And then we're going to turn towards our right foot. Yeah, it's this strong one for opening the base of the body, this little sequence, but you're doing great. Good. Now, you're going to bring your right foot forwards. Your left foot is turned in about 45 degrees. You're rolling the weight into the outer edge. So almost like exactly the same like we would for Warrior 2 legs, they're the same. We're going to turn towards that right leg. And now we're going to leave enough space. We're coming on this 45-degree angle, not over the leg, just before it, to come and bring our torso into the inside of this right thigh. And then like we did in that monkey squat, we're going to come out on our fingertips. We're going to release the head and the neck. And we're going to breathe here. Make sure the weight is rolling into the outer edge of the back foot. And now hug back from your outer right knee to your right buttock. There's this sensation of hugging back so that your right seat moves under the body. Let them breathe here. Inhale, walk your hands back. Come through center. Switch your feet. Left toes face the front of the mat now. Good, hugging back, just like I said before, like this Warrior 2 stance. There's this sensation from the outer edge of the knee to the outer hip that it's drawing back in space, like you're in Warrior 2. Good. Bring yourself to this 45-degree angle. Start to walk yourself out. Good. Really anchoring to the outer edge of your right foot, hugging your left hip under, stretching your fingers forward, breathing nice open base of the body here. And inhale, bring yourself back to center. Good, we're going to turn towards that right foot once again, and we're going to raise ourselves up like we're coming for Warrior 2. Good. Organize the legs, right knee gently migrating out to the right side of the foot. Arms are up. Good. Inhale, lengthen forwards. Now you can choose side angle pose. So right elbow to right knee. It's important that we're open across the chest here, and then we'd extend that left arm up, wrapping the pinky finger down. One long line of energy from our wrist or fingers to the outer edge of our left foot. If you wish to take it further, you can bring your hand to the floor, inside, or for the ashtangis, outside of the foot. I'm going to stay here today. Good. Now make sure your right shoulder is away from your right ear, so you're not falling into it. There's space, look up towards the sky, wrap your ribs up towards the sky and breathe. Good. Inhale, rise up, switch legs, last side, left elbow to left knee. If you want to take it deeper, hand inside, hand outside, your choice. Right arm up, internally rotate, roll weight into the outer edge of that right foot, opening your heart towards the sky, breathing wide through your ribs so your breath really carries you in this pose. And the prana is the opening force in the body. Good. A few more breaths. When you're ready, inhale, look forwards. Turn and place your hands down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Finding these four corners. Finding length in your spine. And inhale, roll forwards. And either lower yourself like a press up or bring your knees to the floor and bring yourself down to the earth. Make a pillow with your hands. Join your big toes. Let your heels roll out. Makrasana, crocodile. Resting here. Giving all this front body energy to the earth, the energy of the mind, the heart, the digestive system, the reproductive system, the legs. This is the yin side of the body, that more vulnerable, soft side. Can you surrender this to, to the earth. Can you trust her? She who gives all the abundance of our lives, all our food, all our clothes, all our shelter, all our friends and family, it's all her. See if you can lengthen your exhale a little. And we're going to come into our half frog pose. So we're going to bring that right arm across the mat. And again, we're trying not to collapse into this shoulder, but we've got a protraction of the shoulder, so it's active. And you can have your knees as wide as your hips. You're going to root your top of your right foot into the floor a little. You're going to bend your left knee and you're going to reach back with your left hand. Now you could hold your hand over your foot like so. The heel is just coming off the side of the hip. Or you could turn your fingers forwards. So there's also an opening through the front of the shoulder. And then try and bring yourself forwards again, looking forwards, and breathe here. Yeah, gently rooting the top of the right foot down. Nice soft face. Big opening for the front of the left quad. See if you can breathe a bit more space into the front of your left shoulder as well. And when you're ready, exhale, release. Be very kind as you come down. Switch the sides. Left forearm across, rooting. Space between your left shoulder and left ear. Gently rooting the top of your left foot into the floor, bending your right knee. Good. You could hold your foot like so, you could hold your foot like so, or you can try and get your fingers, if your shoulders allow it, over, and then bring the heel just outside of the right buttock. Good. Rooting down, looking forwards, trying to square your heart to the front again. And when you're ready, exhale, release. Join your big toes, turn your head to the opposite side, make your hands a little pillow, and gently just roll your hips side to side, release any tension in your lower back. And we're going to come and maybe take the full variation of frog. So you could bring your forehead to the floor, you could reach around and take your hands over your feet or your fingers over your toes as you wish. Elbows up, and then inhale, lifting your heart, drawing your heels down, breathing from your lower belly. A few breaths there. And exhale. Release, draw your toes together, heels to the side. And rock your hips side to side. When you're ready, go and bring your forehead to the earth, cross your right ankle over your left. And then come and interlace your fingers behind you. Draw your shoulder blades together, roll your shoulder heads away from the earth. Take your finger knuckles towards your heels. Inhale, rise up. Shalabhasana variation. Breathing from pubic bone to collarbone. Exhale, release. Cross your ankles the other way. Switch your fingers over so they move along one knuckle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Good. Bring your hands wider than your mat. Wrists underneath elbows. Bring your knees as wide as your mat. Root the tops of your feet into the earth. Gently lift your thigh muscles. Bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale. Roll yourself up. Nice wide cobra. Breathing here. If you want, you can just take a little sway. Inhaling and exhaling. Looking over each shoulder, so you can see the heel behind.
inhale, lift. Exhale, roll yourself down. Take Makrasana, join your toes together. Bring your forehead to the earth, place your hands underneath your shoulders, push back. Take it easy, find length in your lower back after those back bends. Knees wide, nice child's pose, forehead to floor. If you want to release your arms, you can bring your hands to touch bring the palms of your hands to touch the soles of your feet. Really breathing space through your lumbar spine, through your sacrum, right down into the base of the body, bringing that shimmering red light of Muladhara Chakra back into your awareness if visualization works for you. These are very subtle tantric practices. And inhale, roll your spine up and come to sit. Okay, just take a little moment and place your hands on your thighs, just tuning in. How is your body feeling? How does the base of your body feel? What is the state of your mind? What's the state of your emotions? Open your eyes. Please come and take Malasana Yogi Squat. So feet about as wide as your mat. Coming down. Good. If your heels are up, place them on blocks if you have them at home, cushions, etc. Otherwise, heels to the floor, knees wide. Bring elbows inside the knees. Good. Push your elbows into your knees and squeeze your knees into your elbows. And now we're going to connect our third eye to our thumbs here. Very grounding. Good, allowing your root to really come towards the floor, bowing in reverence to the earth, to Jagatambe, the earth goddess, to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to this very living planet that a lot of us have become very disconnected from. She's not here to be trampled on, to be used for our own gains. She too is a living entity. We bow to her for all the abundance. We owe all of our lives to this planet. Well done. When you're ready, release your hands. Come and lie on your back. We come into the final section. Now, if you have a book, please take a break. You can also use a cushion, whatever you need. So we're going to begin. We're coming to some Setu Bandhasana variations. We're going to take our heels slightly out. Our toes are gently pigeoned. Maybe we could touch our heels with our fingers. If you can't, that's okay. Just have them as close as you can. But we place our feet like this so our thighs can internally rotate. So when we lift our hips, they stay parallel and we don't fall into our lower back with our pelvis opening. It stays more structured so the back bend comes further up in the mid-back. So we're just going to do a few rounds like this. We're going to inhale, we're going to raise our arms up as we lift our pelvis. So our pelvis is at its highest when our fingers touch the floor behind us, if they do. And then we're going to exhale, we're going to bring our arms down, rolling our spine down one vertebra at a time. So as you're ready, come to your first round to inhale, sinking the arms with the hips, rising all the way up, lifting, and exhaling, trying to coordinate the movement of the arms and the spine, releasing. Good, again, inhale up. And exhale down.
in own time. Exhaling, coming down. Good. Take your feet wide. Let your knees gently roll in towards each other. And rest here. Please find your block or pillow, one that's roughly this size, these kind of more square bricks if you like. Bring your feet back where they were, heels in line with your hips, toes just gently pigeon toe. Take your brick and place it up in between your thighs. Good. Near the top of the thighs so that you can squeeze the brick, and this has the effect of turning the abductor muscles on like we did before in those lizard poses, which helps us to open and draw energy up into the upper half of the body. So we're going to place our hands down flat on our mat on the floor, and then we're going to inhale. And just before we do this, we're also going to add coming onto our tiptoes so we have a little bit more space. Okay, so on your tiptoes, heels lifted, squeezing the block between your thighs, hands flat on the floor. Inhale, raise up. Coming up, Setu Bandhasana. Now, if you wish, you might want to interlace your fingers underneath you, rolling up higher onto the shoulders and breathing here. Allow your belly to expand. Give yourself a really big belly so you can draw this prana right up into the heart, as if you're going to take your heart up over the top of your head. Breathing into the center of the heart space. Connecting, opening that channel that we opened at the start, this self-sourcing channel from heart to earth. Drawing the earth energies into the body for healing, for equanimity, for balance. And when you're ready, exhale, rolling your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Good. Releasing your block, placing it to the side, take your feet wide, let your knees fall in towards each other, palms facing up. You may just want to gently windscreen wipe your legs from side to side. It's nice just to loosen off the outer hips and soften through the lower back. When you're ready, I invite you to extend your left leg and just going cautiously, depending on how your lower back feels. You could hug your right knee in, maybe just 30%. Maybe 50, maybe more, if it feels okay. And if that feels okay, I invite you to explore through your left leg, drawing it in, and maybe it doesn't want to come too close. Maybe it feels okay until you hug both your knees in, gently rocking side to side. When you're ready, inhale, draw your nose up between your knees, point your feet, squeeze your lower belly in, draw your shoulders towards the earth, take yourself into a little ball as small as you can, lifting through Mula Bandha, the root lock, lifting the pelvic floor, the sexual organ. Inhale and exhale. Find your way into a very well-deserved Shavasana, corpse pose. Palms are up if you wish, which is open through the front body, open the heart. Now, if you'd like a little more support, I invite you to take Yoni Mudra, which is this. You join your thumbs and your first fingers and the rest of the fingers facing this downward facing triangle. It represents the shape of the womb, and also is that downward triangle of apana, that downward movement of prana, which is very much associated with Muladhara, all our processes of elimination. Our ability to ground, to release, to detoxify, to give back to the earth. So choosing Yoni Mudra or staying in traditional Shavasana. Allowing your breath to soften.
Starting to let go of the control of your breath. Starting to even let go of your thoughts, your identification of who you are, your stories of past and your projections of future. Just letting your body, even giving your body back to the earth for these few minutes. You're welcome to stay for longer in Shavasana if you're practicing at home and you wish to have more time. If you're ready, you can start to re-engage your breath, noticing how it feels to breathe deeper into the body and start to move the fingers and the toes, maybe the wrists and ankles moving in a natural way. Perhaps going to join your legs together, pointing your toes, inhaling your arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, push the palm away as you exhale, let your spine get long on the floor. Inhale, release your arms, bend your knees, please roll to your right, make a little pillow. And just honouring yourself, your body, your practice, all your efforts here. Let your breath expand the back of the lungs once again. And when you're ready, we use our left hand to come back to our seat, the throne of ourselves, and if you need to sit yourself on something, please do. Finding a tall spine once again, making sure you're comfortable, and you can just for a moment come and rest your hands on your knees. Good. Start as we did at the beginning to tune your awareness down into the base of your body. How does the lower half of your body feel here? What has potentially shifted for you? And I invite you to come back into Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, taking your left hand down like the bowl of the pelvis, this receiving this chalice, and taking your right fingertips to the earth, connecting with her once again. Heightening your senses to tune into your pranic field, the subtle energies of mudra practice, the yoga of the hands. Breathing your connection to the earth beneath you. And if this feels difficult, that's okay. It will come in time with practice. Feels flowing and open, just enjoying what's your experience, whatever that experience is. Once again, seeing the red shimmering light of Muladhara moving out and down through the base of your body, connecting you deeply to the core of the earth, knowing this as your home. And this body is your home for this lifetime. This planet that you walk upon is your home, the provider of your life, all of your sustenance and shelter. In your own way, giving thanks to the earth here. We'll come to chant 3 rounds of Lam as we did at the start. So we'll inhale to exhale and we'll inhale to begin. So when you're ready, please inhale to exhale. Inhale to begin. Allowing that vibration settle into the base of the body. Finish with a closing prayer to Ganesha, bringing the hands to the heart space. And it's Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Pahima, Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Shri Ganesha Rakshimam. Calling in Ganesha to protect and help us in our lives. We bring Anjali mudra up between our third eye, between the eyebrows, for clear, easeful thoughts, to our lips for clear and kind words, to our hearts for grounded, compassionate action.
I bow to you, I bow to your practice, I bow to each other, to our teachers and their teachers, to the lineages of yoga that brought us these teachings. We bow to Mother Earth, to Pachamama, we bow to Ganesh. May your path be clear and always illuminated. Namaste.